New tonight, a Huntsville neighborhood is one small step away from being listed on the National Register of Historic Places. If approved, McThormore Acres off Holmes Avenue will become the state's first space-age historic district. Many of the great minds behind the space program used to live there. WAY 31's Alex Torres-Perez spoke to people who live in the neighborhood about why this is so important for the community.
It's impossible to separate the history of this community and its contribution to the Huntsville Space and Rocket Center. But as we get ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing, people who live here told me that it's about time this neighborhood got recognized.
This neighborhood is an icon in Huntsville.
Becky Pretty moved into McThormore Acres last year, but this home has been part of her family since the early 60s.
This is my mother's home.
The community was first developed in the 1950s. It was home to rocket scientists, engineers, and other employees that helped Huntsville become the Rocket City. That's why the Huntsville Historic Foundation, along with other city and state leaders, are trying to get the neighborhood listed as a historic district on the National Register.
It hasn't changed. The homes are as they were built. The walls are the same. The floors are the same. Everything's basically the same.
Pretty says stepping inside her home is like going back in time.
I see my mother everywhere in this home.
And she plans to be part of the community for years to come.
I intend to be here for the next 25, 30 years.
She says even though the Rocket City might have changed since these homes were built, some things remain the same.
Even though it's grown, it has a small town loving attitude.
Reporting in Huntsville, Alex Torres-Perez, WAY 31 News.
McThormore Acres was approved to be an eligible district by the State Review Board. The final step is approval by the National Park Service. The neighborhood will have a special meeting on Tuesday to celebrate the state approval and the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 liftoff. At that meeting, they'll unveil the design for the new historic street sign.